Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We are now at the second map in the game, and having a look at the map itself, it is massive. This is a little bit of it. This is some more of it, but if we keep going to the right, you'll see that we have new quests all the way over here and all the way down here. There is a lot in this map. And I'm very excited to find out exactly what we're doing here and what our objectives are. It's almost like we're at the start of the game again. We're Henry, we're confident, we got all our equipment. We're where we were at the start of the game. And now it's time for us to figure out what exactly we're doing here. But before we do that, we've been told to go to bed. So, I mean, like, let's go to bed. Let's sleep and save. Oh, and it just makes us sleep for 12 hours. Alright then. Well, hopefully we get our 12 hours sleep. Nothing bad happens in the night. Yep. Alright. Cool. Ooh. Another nightmare.
So you got your revenge? Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next?
Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Burgov.
And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
Is what Istvan said, right? Revenge can only, work for so long.
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
What about Catherine?
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Oh, very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No, definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
Yeah, you can go.
Oh, I see. You may leave. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Well, we're up. Let's make sure we're in the right outfit. We are. She brought us some breakfast, she claims. Ooh, she did. What have we got? We got some cheese. This is how everyone eats their breakfast, right? They just put it in their pocket and then eat it as they walk along the, hall. Got some bread rolls. Some more bread rolls. Random herb. There's one bit of chicken. There's another bit of chicken. Alright. Cheese and chicken's a little bit heavy for me, but, whatever Henry likes. At least, first thing in the morning. So that's 26, that's 14. So one of these will get us there pretty much perfect. And then we have an extra chicken leg for Mutt. Wonderful. Open that. Close it behind us. We're off to face the day. Alright. And we're off to... Alright, you go first. That's fine, you're the main character. And we're off to face the day. And here, open the door. Realize oh no, I'm in the right room. I'll close that behind us. Through here. And down into the courtyard. Right. Mutt. Hello.
Here, Mutt.
Here's a chicken leg for you. Wonderful. And we were told that the guy we're looking for is in the courtyard, right?
You see,
Ooh.
meine Dame, we aren't idle here. My man trained like that every day.
Admirable. If Sigismund and his army happened to turn up, you'd have 2 warriors.
But why would he come here?
Why wouldn't he? Lord Pisak used to be the king's mint master, and everyone knows he's on Wenceslas's side.
Yes, but
But I'm sure you're not afraid of him.
you're right. Let the ginger fox come. Our walls will hold back his army.
Or most of them, at least.
Go fuck yourself!
I'm just a simple village
Still
woman,
believe in yourself?
but the wall above the gate is crumbling like stale bread.
What?
And the towers. The local villagers have them stuffed with hay.
But, good wife, you don't
Now
know
that's what I
you're
call an
talking about.
opener!
There was a lot of rain, and a storm destroyed the hay sheds.
Uh-huh.
As I
Too
say,
slow!
I'm just a simple village woman. But still.
Christ,
I
I'm
do
hit.
what I can.
And I wouldn't dare say otherwise, sir.
Hello.
Lo, the Worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as my Großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison. And mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Well, I have no idea. Let's say your garrison is impressive. Let's try and be nice. We'll let Catherine, play the bad guy here.
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing them, though. Hey?
Leave him be, meine Dame. Nobody with any sense would take on my men.
I'd happily take them on.
Now look here, I was just being polite. I'd happily take on your men.
Ach ja?
Do you fancy yourself a knight?
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pulcock, come here! The first to bleed loses.
Oh, wow. First hit loses, basically. He's bleeding.
Bad luck.
Point of order, he's bleeding. He's still bleeding.
What the... Enough! I give up!
We got one clap. Alright. There she is.
Excellent, Henry.
It was nothing.
Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword. I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small memento from Trotsky.
Oh. What is it?
A hunting crossbow. I even think it's von Berghoff's. I was meaning to sell it, but it might serve you better.
My word. Thank you. I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zhishka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
All right. I have a feeling that, you know, we're not going to have to leave. I have a feeling that you and Jiska are going to have to leave, and then we're going to be here doing quests, but... That's just my intuition. Right. Oh yeah, how good is this new crossbow? Oh, I'm not comparing it against a bow. There we go. Let me just take that bow. Well, first of all, let's take the bow off, equip the bow, then this should compare against it, right? So apparently this is significantly better. Yeah. This is just an absurdly better bow. Or at least for now. Alright then. It's also worth like twice as much as well, so that makes sense. And then we want to give, we want to put bolts in here. We've only got hunting bolts, but I mean, how many am I going to use? Let's be realistic. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the sword, sword off, sword on. There we go. That's fine. Right. Apparently somebody has a quest for us over here. Well, we'll just kind of wander in this way and see if we can get it. Hello? Little Root? Hello, Captain's wife. I'm assuming he's the person who I'm needing to speak to. Hey, is it... Yeah, it must be the Captain's wife. Hello.
The Lord be with you. What brings you here?
How are you, good wife?
How are you, dear good wife?
All the better for being greeted so respectfully. But I hope my husband didn't hear you. He's terribly jealous and he could have you whipped. He's the captain here, you know.
Do you know where Dry Devil went?
You wouldn't happen to know where Lord Hinnock of Kunstad went, would you? He was a guest here.
I don't know, but I hope as far away as possible. That animal almost raised his hand to the Margrave.
What? How did that happen?
A respectable woman doesn't talk about that kind of thing. But if it hadn't been for my husband, he'd have been at his throat, believe you me.
What's new around here?
I beg your pardon, milady, but could you tell me what's new around here? I'm asking because I've just arrived and I'd like to know more about this region.
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, I can't help you. You'll have to ask elsewhere.
What's new around here?
I beg your pardon, milady, but could you tell me? I'm asking because
If it's mercenary...
Okay, so I guess it wasn't her.
God be with
Must be the
you.
captain then. They say Sigismund settled in this region.
I heard Kuttenberg surrendered to Sigismund, and his army is running amok here in the area.
They are. These dreckigen Hurensöhne are angry, you see? They thought they would rake in the silver from the Kuttenberg mines. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Sigismund kept all the treasure for himself. Why should he pay them out of his own pocket when the local lords are feeding them?
What? I don't understand.
Dann pass mal auf. As soon as the soldiers began looting the villages around the city, the local nobility quickly decided it's better to pay them Lösegeld.
So that Hungarian bastard is getting rich, while the locals feed his army?
Das trifft den Nagel auf den Kopf. And yet, that carrot-top Schweinehund lets the monks in the Zealots monastery fuss over him while he receives legations from the whole kingdom.
How do I get to Sigismund?
Do you know by chance how to get into that monastery where Sigismund is staying?
Wie bitte? Hast du den Verstand verloren? You can forget about that. You won't get in there. And listen closely to what I tell you. I don't know what you're planning, but I'll give you some good advice. Leave Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but surely. You'll see. You'd better be glad you still have your head.
Did Sigismund attack you?
Did Sigismund also attack Suchdol?
Oh yes, as soon as he got here. But my men know what to do. Mit der Hilfe Gottes, we fended him off and forced him to negotiate. Mein Herr Peter, however, had to pay him a fat Lösegeld to leave us in peace. The villagers in the vicinity fared even worse.
What happened?
They raised Messerles and a pot of it. There was nothing left but ashes and stones. They haven't been here since then, but who knows what tomorrow may bring. Der Teufel soll Sigismund holen.
Tell me about the Kuttenberg region.
How do things work around here? Is there something I should be wary of?
Not really. except for the Sigismund military camp at Opatowitz, and it isn't really all that safe in the raised villages either. These Banditenbanden have settled in there. A bunch of dossers who'll easily cut your throat for a piece of bread. Ah, so God will. These evil times will soon be over.
How do I get to Kuttenberg?
How do I get to Kuttenberg from here?
Das ist nicht schwer. You just take the main road to the east, and then you'll see the church towers. Or you can also follow your nose. There's smoke rising from the Kuttenberg smelters day and night. The smell is hell, but it's worth it for the silver. In fact, the silver's why Kuttenberg is the second richest city in the kingdom, right after Prague.
Where is the Hungarian army camped? He said it was Opatowitz, right?
Where did you say Sigismund's army is camped?
Unfortunately, they're close. They've occupied the hill above the main road near Kuttenberg, so no one could just come and help the town. When you walk out of the village and look toward Opatowitz, you should see the flags flying above their camp. Pah, that Hungarian camp is like a boil. It's just festering and we just can't get rid of it.
Where can I find some merchants?
I need to top up my supplies. Where could I find some merchants here?
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper Slivka in the village about these things. He knows everyone from far and wide. And that's no surprise, because he makes such good spirits.
Do you have any work for me?
How's it going, Captain? Do you have any work for me?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Shishka.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Was soll ich sagen? After our Lord paid ransom for us to the Chaiskel Cherton, there is peace here. Fortunately. Aber warte. Actually, there is one thing. You ought to have a word with our huntsman Dobrosch. He might have eine Aufgabe for you. See, someone poached a white roebuck in his territory the other day.
A white roebuck? That's a rare sight.
Ja, and Dobrosch takes it as a personal offense. So go easy on him, hörst du?
What exactly do you mean by that?
Just ask him if there's anything new happening in his territory, and wait until he tells you himself. Oh, ja. He really doted on that creature. Und das war alles. I don't have anything else.
All right, thank you. I'll ask around.
Alright, see ya. Guess that's a new quest. Neat. Oh, are people fighting outside? Oh, they could be fighting in the ring, I suppose. Yes, they are. Fair enough. Well, apparently Zizka is over here with some girl.
It's strange, crooked, like a letter from a fancy book.
Ah, this. I fell off the battlements at Laxenburg Castle.
Lord above! From the walls! And were you conquering or defending that castle, sir?
Well, depends on how you look at it. We were storming a wine cellar, you see.
Ah, I do see. Only maybe you shouldn't go around telling people that, sir. It doesn't sound too heroic.
So what? Heroes like to have a drink too, now and again. I've got loads of scars from real battles anyway. Like here, on my other arm. A groom hit me with a crossbow nearby Yitchin. The boy was nearly 15. Poor fella.
That's how I lost my sweetheart.
Someone shot him?
No, he shot someone else.
Ah, I see.
And what about your eyebrow, sir? It seems a bit crooked. Do you have a scar there too?
I nearly lost my eye.
Also in battle?
No, I was a lad. I made a bet with some friends that I could run all the way down the Devil's Slope without stopping once. That's what we called this one really steep hill. Once you started down it, you either had to run all the way to the bottom, or tumble all the way there.
And you went tumbling?
I did nothing of the sort. I ran down. But as I was celebrating, prancing about like a deer, I tripped on a root. I landed on my head and cracked it open on a stump. An inch or two off, and I'd have lost that eye.
But it's good you didn't, because, like, you know, you barely got the eyes you have. Hello.
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
The same.
Yeah, not so great. I'm feeling pretty battered.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
You still have your strength.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Are you expecting trouble?
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
Do you know where we should look for Dry Devil?
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
Am I supposed to go alone?
Should I really go and see Jobst on my own? He's the Margrave, though.
So what? You already know him better than I do. You met him in Ratai. I only know what I've heard about him.
All right, but he sent for us both. How's it gonna look?
A bit odd, I suppose. But you must understand, I'm doing this for our benefit. The less time I spend with a Margrave in one room, the better.
All right then. I'll be going then.
I've also been looking at our haircut. It's starting to grow on me, which is worrying, but I do feel like maybe we should have a look and see whether we should change it at some point. Did someone just say you at me? No. Okay. But yeah, I do feel like maybe we should think about, is he in here? On this floor? I think he is. Oh. I don't think he's on the next floor. But yeah, I think we should maybe think about changing it at some point. No, he's not on this floor. He's above us. Yeah, that's what I thought he would be. It just wasn't showing it as above. There we go, we'll head up here. My guard's a little unstable on his feet. Well, I can't do that, so I'm just gonna stand to the side and hope we can walk past. Ah. Alright, well, phase through more walls.
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
Oh, how are we going to present this? I have a feeling you already know everything, or von Bergov betrayed us. He may know everything already, but he already asked us the question. He wants us to, tell him what we know. So, von Bergov betrayed us.
Bergov had no interest in our message. By the time we finally arrived at Trotsky, he'd already long since made a deal with Sigismund. But of course, he didn't tell Sir Hans and me anything. And on top of that, he used us to do his dirty work. Everything went to hell in the end, and we ended up in a dungeon. Or at least I did. They took Lord Capon away. In fact, that's why we're here. We were following von Bergov's trail.
So I've heard. But I'd be interested to know the details. It's been some time since our meeting in Ratai, and now you appear here by the side of a quite unexpected guest.
Unexpected?
An unexpected guess.
Yes, of course, I've heard of Zizka before, and of his unconventional ways of supporting our king. But I don't know where you know him from.
We met outside Trotsky, in rather complicated circumstances. We crossed swords. I can only thank God we didn't kill each other.
And who was giving Zizka orders? Do you know?
I guess we do.
I think it's some Jan Sokol of Lamberg.
That would make sense. He was always quite pig-headed.
Yeah, let's use our book knowledge here to question him.
Forgive me, my lord, but how is it possible you don't know? Aren't you all on the same side?
Bear in mind that my dear cousin, His Majesty King Wenceslas, has many supporters, and each of them has their own ideas about how to defend him.
It won't end well.
That might not end well. My ma used to say when two different people do the same thing, it's not the same thing.
Your mother was clearly a wise woman. Nonetheless, I've heard you've had another proverb in Bohemia. Too many dogs means death for the hare.
Well, if the same applies to the ginger fox, I'm all for it.
Time will tell. Let's move on. I heard something about a pillory and poaching. What in God's name did you and Sir Hans get up to?
Well, we'll be honest. I feel like if we're going to be honest to anyone, this has to be our guy. So, instead of messengers, they thought we were beggars.
Things went wrong right from the beginning. We were ambushed, and we lost the letter. Lord Capon and I were lucky to get out of it alive. But no one at Trotsky believed that we were messengers.
Von Berghoff refused to aid a nobleman in need. That seems pretty low for a man of his stature.
Well, to be honest, Lord Capon didn't really look much like a nobleman. We were ambushed while bathing in a pond, and then we fled through the woods. So we really looked like a pair of beggars.
Ah, that must have been a peculiar feeling for Lord Capon.
Oh, we can say not only for Capon, this is our chance to shine. This is the hardest challenge we've seen yet, and we're effectively trying to raise our status in the world. Let's go for it.
Not only for him, sir. I may be just a bastard, but that doesn't mean I'm used to begging at castle gates dressed in rags.
Believe me, I didn't intend in the least to make such an insinuation. In any case, are you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me?
There are many things I want to tell you. One, that Istvan Toth was at Trotsky.
Well, you should probably know that Istvan Toth was working for von Berghoff.
Who's he?
One of Sigismund's cronies. He was causing havoc around Ratai.
Ah, yes. Hanush and Radzig mentioned some such person. They even foolishly let him go.
They had to. They gave him their word.
Yes. Well, it's actually quite heartening that some people still have such naive ideas about the world.
Well, no one let him go this time. He's dead.
Very good. From what I've heard, he was a bandit and a cutthroat. There should be no dealings with his ilk.
Isn't Zizka the same as Toth? We'll say nothing. I don't think we question him on this one, because Zizka's on our side.
And do you want to tell me anything else? Besides about Toth?
That's all that happened, sir.
Truly. My court messenger and bearer of tidings, both good and bad, John of Liechtenstein, has mysteriously gone silent. So every piece of information I get now is precious. By the way, you said you were in von Berghoff's dungeon. And I can imagine how they treated you there. Tell me, did you reveal anything?
I didn't say anything, no. I didn't betray him. Godwin betrayed him.
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that, and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
But I mainly told them things I was pretty sure von Bergov already knew. Like that Radzig is a supporter of Wenceslas, that you and I met in Rattay.
And was he satisfied with that?
Well, I don't think he expected anything more from a simple servant of Lord Capon.
That's true. I must say, Henry, you've pleasantly surprised me. You can keep a cool head as the world around you burns. You'll make it far. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
Let's say we're honored, but we can't accept.
Sir, that's a generous offer, and I appreciate it. But it's not what I want.
If you wish to stay and help here, I'll be glad, of course. I need someone to escort my envoys, and you've proven yourself more than capable.
It's Lord Capon, Your Grace. I came to find out where he is, and rescue him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
All right.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences.
I see.
I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
Well, I prefer that over von Berghoff. Von Berghoff's like, I'm your friend, and turned out to betray us. This guy, up front, has told us exactly what he will do under all circumstances.
Make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine,
I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kutenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go!
Oh, and we're off. Where are we going exactly, Zizka? Oh, you can pay a coach and caravan to take you between Trotsky and Gutenberg. Oh, cool.
Recognize me, even like this, unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
We'll agree.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumour mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favoured meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Hinek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry. It's going to take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
Let's worry a little bit.
I just hope Sir Hans is all right.
Why wouldn't he be? He's the Lord of Perkstein. He's of no use to them dead.
If I don't bring him back to Hanush alive, I might as well hang myself. Anyway, how much farther is it?
Still a long way to go. Shall we speed up?
Sure.
Aye. The sooner we get there, the better.
Last time I said no, we were sat there on a horse for a long time in silence, so we'll do a little fast travel. We'll come back through here manually later. Oh my, if we were going this far, yeah, we would have been at it a while.
We're here. I hope I'd keep your hand on your hilt, Henry. Around.
Oh.
I warned you had it coming, you drunk.
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a groschen for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip.
But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
Oh! All right. Let's go. Come on, another one.
You can't bastard!
No, you're just wasting my time.
Got him.
Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shiska. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right, then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Chishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
I love how there's just a random person sweeping next to us now. After saying that. Let's keep quiet. Let's let Zishka handle this.
Can he be trusted? He looks like he'd be happy to rat us out the first chance he gets.
Dreadlight? I don't think so. They'd arrest him as well as if he went to snitch on us. If you keep paying him, he'll serve you.
If you say so. So, what's up with the devil? I need to talk to him.
That won't be easy. He got locked up.
What? They captured the devil, and you're just saying it like it's nothing.
Who?
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Shit, Kubienka, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, we botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Ada and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't.
Fuck.
It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
How long has it been?
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe a week, maybe even a month. More like a month.
A month? They haven't hanged him yet.
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they won't give him the news or the axe. They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much worse way. The devil is a proper bastard, but not even he deserves that.
What are they going to do to him?
What are they planning to do with him?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes you a dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him gone.
Where's he being held?
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him. So he's probably the town jail?
Fuck. There's no way we're getting him out of there.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him away from those fuckers a long time ago. Not even a mouse can get in there. We can't pull off something like that.
If they're gonna move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them and free the devil.
He will be watched by a dozen armed guards. We're only 3. So unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense. I don't think we'll have another shot.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but I got thirsty. You know the rest.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around here. Everybody will listen if we mention coin. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp. It isn't far.
Maybe?
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hit them. And as luck would have it, they're not far from the road they used to transport the devil.
What place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice curve that backs for something nasty to happen in it. West of here. You can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left in your noggin despite the booze.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubianka to get the hand cannons he may be... surely hid somewhere.
Great! At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, meet me at the ambush spot. Keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk your ear off.
Got it. So we're now with Kubianka. Alright. Where's our horse? Is this our horse? This is our horse. Nope, this is someone else's horse.
So hop on, we have to ride.
Yeah, let's go. Sorry, I was almost stealing someone's horse. My mistake.
How did you meet Shishka anyway?
We'll tell him a story.
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
You have a wife? Where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. I left her there on our wedding night.
What?
If that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to hang. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
Let's defend ourselves.
I'm not frowning. That's just how my face is.
My condolences, then. Especially to your family. If my wife gave birth to something like that, I wouldn't know whether to fetch a priest or a shovel.
You don't know shit about my family, so keep your mouth shut.
Or what?
Or... you'll see.
I've seen things you wouldn't believe.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived, and the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, carpe demon.
So you're a mercenary, cutthroat, swindler, drunk, and on top of that, a philosopher?
I'm a man of many... You know what.
A man of many debts and drinks?
Oh, come on, you do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which, would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck. I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones. But we better pick up our pace. I need to piss.
So with this man, we have somebody who's very talkative, probably makes up a lot of his stories, and someone who definitely does not speak Latin. It's fairly certain it's carpe diem. But anyway, where are we actually going? Kubianka. I have no idea where we are. We're in uncharted territory. We are quite definitely, for me, in the middle of nowhere. He could turn around and stab us at any moment and nobody would ever know where we were. Just a thought. We could do the same, I suppose. Oh, hey, Mutt. It's nice seeing Mutt around, even if I'm not entirely sure how Mutt gets from place to place. Definitely not sure how Mutt followed us from the castle to here, but anyway. That's fine. Maybe that's for the DLC. The Adventures of Mutt. The Dealings of the Dog. The Misadventures of Mutt. That could be it. I feel it has to be alliterative. I still have no idea where we are. Is that a grave? That is a grave. That's quite clearly a grave. Oh, we'll leave him to his peeing. Or is it just a shrine? Found this, huh? Well done. You want praise?
Oh, come here.
Wonderful.
There were also some pretty rocks nearby. Ada used to wade through that stream every time he went to visit some lass. Or when he was returning. You can smell the wench from miles away, but he can't take 3 steps in the woods without getting lost. Some people are just made that way. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, if Ada could find the camp, you'll have no problem finding it yourself. Oh, and the hand cannons. They're buried somewhere near the camp. Just a few steps. That much I remember. Maybe by the stream. Or right in it? No, that's not it. Oh, we were drunk. But we're not that stupid. Although, maybe Janos and Edda are. One time, they decided to rob some merchant because we were running out of food and drink. They found one and decided to follow him until he arrived at a suitable place. They followed him almost all the way to Sigismund's camp. So throwing guns in the water actually sounds like them. Let's start here, Henry!
What now?
What are we gonna do now?
Well, welcome to our camp. It's not much, but we called it home.
This mess?
Hey, you don't see me insulting your home.
So where are the cannons?
We hit something down below last time. By the stream, near the boulders, by the uprooted tree. And something is buried a little ways over there.
Don't you remember where you put them?
Well, I have a rough idea. A hazy memory. A hunch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So? Where are they?
One of those places. Let's look at all of them. They are here somewhere.
We're gonna dig through half the forest.
Nonsense. I'll walk around, get my bearings. You'll see. Anyway, we need a shovel. There used to be one by Janner's tent.
Which one is that?
The one made of leaves. He was so proud of it until he woke up covered in caterpillars.
Come on then. We don't have much time.
So that'll be it here then. Well, at least my theory that they'll give us a shovel if we need one turned out to be true. Alright, so now we're back down the hill here, towards the stream. You know what? Probably an opportunity for us to get this outfit dirty, rather than get our nice outfit more dirty.
Find it right away. Now just dig it up and we are done.
Won't you give me a hand? It'll go faster if you help me.
I am helping you. I found you the best place.
Who's that guy? Alright, I guess we're not going to worry about it.
We were as drunk as fiddlers when we buried him. But this place seems really familiar. Before that, we had to bury old Lodil, and we had to fortify ourselves.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
So, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
Alright. Little suspicious about that guy.
Listen, lad.
Just tell me you didn't throw those hand cannons in the water.
Of course not. Look at that basket over there.
What about it?
The cannons are not there, but there is something better. Booze. Be a lovely lad and fetch it.
Fine.
Why not? It'll make the digging go faster.
Good boy.
He knows exactly where the hand cannons are, and he'll run us around in circles until we get him the booze. Then he'll tell us where they are. Here's the booze. I found it there.
I found something in the basket.
Beautiful. Is there enough for both of us?
Well, I suppose. I mean, we have drunk with everyone else.
Cheers.
Oh, this is bliss. Right. Let us find those devilish trumpets.
You see, immediately turns around, goes directly in a different direction. He knows exactly where this stuff is. Was just looking for the booze first. He's sneaky like that. Also, we're getting more and more drunk as time goes on. I don't know if you can see it in the bottom left. It's the drunk meter keeps going up. At least we took the thing that lowers the effects of it on us so that we no longer have as much wooziness. How are we still getting more drunk? That's not good.
Right. Enough playing around, Dick. Here.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Just like the last time.
Alright. Little digging will sober us up.
So this is the grave of poor Lodiel. I was sure we buried him elsewhere.
Ugh. What stench.
Why? He did not smell much better when he was alive. Oh, well. God grant him eternal life and some soap.
What about us?
If Lodiel is here, then I reckon I know where the hand cannons are.
Well, we'll have just a quick look here. Look, he doesn't need his groschen, he doesn't need his lockpicks, he doesn't need the silver badge or that. Right. Oh. Alright. You know, maybe I'm ascribing more, like, mischievousness to this guy than is warranted. Maybe he just really doesn't know where anything is.
This really must be it.
I think he might just be lost. That is definitely, that's some guns.
See? I told you I knew exactly where to find them.
God, why are you punishing me?
Oh, don't cry. We have more important things to do.
Will you take the cannons?
I won't be lugging them around.
Right. Are we going to see Zizka?
Let's go. Or do you want to go alone?
I'd rather go with you. Just in case.
Mount up then. We've wasted enough time as it is.
We've wasted. Alright then, if you say so. Are we... Wait, is that saying we're tired? Oh no. We're reeky. Oh, we stink. Oh. Makes sense. So if we can find a stream on the way back, we could wash. Never mind. Could switch out of the stinky clothes, I suppose. That might help us. It won't help us a lot, but... yeah, it did help us a little bit. Saying, oh.
I think I've heard that one before. To hell with the hand cannons. Don't you want to get on the road and sing to the convoy? They'd bleed out of their ears and we'd be done.
Nice pair of titties. That doesn't rhyme much.
Yeah, who did we hear singing that? What, was it Hans? Feels like something Hans might do.
Quadrants of harlots and drags from the wine kegs. Fuck all the rest today. I'm with my comrades. Fuck all to eat today. Still we'll be merry. Drink your booze, then we'll make hats roll like berries.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
he started again.
And fucking and boozing and fucking. Bring on the barrels and roll out the wrenches. There's nothing better than a nice pair of titties. That doesn't rhyme much.
Yes, you've said that. Oh, hello. Did Zizka find some men? Right, let's get off the horse. You found quite a few people, actually. Well done, him.
We have the hand cannons.
How did it go? Any trouble?
Let's say it went well.
It went smoothly.
That's right. My memory's like,
Civ?
See how well we understand each other.
What's the plan?
We wait. We'll position ourselves on the flanks, and when they pass, we'll attack.
Why are the wagons standing there? I was hoping we would block the road with a tree or something.
Look what I managed to find. A true march of the maimed. If they had to cut down a tree, they'd chop off their own limbs. We at least took a wheel off. It looks less suspicious, and the convoy will have to stop anyway.
Oi, fuck, but...
But what?
I would put it a little further back, so they will not see it until they are right next to it.
Ah, look who's thinking. And what then?
Then we rise with the hand cannons and blast the bastards to smithereens, from above.
What a load of rubbish.
What rubbish? It is like a battlement, but on a wagon. You get it, right? Haha.
Shut up. We'll do it my way.
Make up your minds. It's hard to say how much time we have.
So, Kubienka, take half of the men and go over there. The rest will stand on the other side.
Where will I go?
You'll stay here with me.
And then what?
We'll wait for them to arrive. And then...
And then...
Are we there yet? No, how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf?
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
But you hold me up in irons. You can't even show me a grain of human decency.
Paul!
What the fuck?
Damn. There's more of them than I was expecting. We can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Oi! You two! Get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honorable Sir. We're working on it. To the task!
Well, that didn't work.
Matilda! Fucking hell! My leg, damn it! You idiot!
No, that was just a warning shot. Surrender, or the next one will go straight through your guts.
Think that's gonna work, Henry?
So next time, will you hit the mark?
I'd rather settle it without bloodshed.
That's easy. Surrender, and none of you will be harmed. Until you hang alongside the devil, that is.
The only one surrendering will be you.
Oh, really? Rupert, bring that bastard to me. And you, arrest the others. If they resist, just kill them.
Halt! Not another step, or...
Oh, what? Are you gonna shoot at the sky again?
There are many of us in the woods. Be done with you in no time, or we're obeying the orders of the Lords of Lipa. Let's not say that one. Let's say there are many of us in the woods.
Listen to me carefully. In the woods around us, we have dozens of archers and crossbowmen. If you don't surrender, we'll shoot you to pieces. We'll kill the rest the old-fashioned way.
Oh, shit! There's barely a dozen of you. If you could kill us all, you'd have done it already.
That's not true at all. There's more of us. Many more.
How many?
A gross. And we have armor, hammers, and cannons.
And you're hiding in the forest with all that gear, right? Have at them! Kill those bastards!
I honestly thought that was gonna work. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't know which ones are on my side. That one?
You're no match for us, fucker!
Well, that worked. Okay. Takes a while to reload, huh? I really hope that guy was on the enemy side. Oh, I don't think I was reloading at all. I think I was cancelling it each time.
This is how we fight in choice knife.
That works. You know what? Screw this. I'm much better with the sword anyway.
You won't get away with that, bastard!
What are you waiting for, you wretch?
Just find the right angle. Oh.
You'll pay for that!
Slice him up! He was finished before he started.
See what he's got. Ooh, he's got stuff on him. Grab the Roshan. What about this guy? Ooh, that's kind of that's one of those ones that I wanted. A Magdeburg cuirass. We haven't seen one of those. Love that. Love the Groshen as well. Clear the bodies off the road, but I haven't finished looting them yet. Right, this one. You'd be wasting all this money if you just cleared the body straight off the road. Oh, that's one of ours. I see. I can't rob ours. Okay. Put away our weapon. Find Zishka. Hello. Wait. Can we speak to this guy? No. Alright, I guess we just have to say we're ready to go. Alright, we're ready to go.
We should get out of here, don't you think?
The sooner we're gone, the better. Welcome back, Hinnick.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be getting worked over by those bastards in Sigismund's camp. You saved my arse, fellas. Although, I have a second hole in it now because of you. Ouch!
That was an accident. I couldn't hit you that well, even if I wanted to.
That would be a shame. We'd be hard-pressed to find another horseman like him.
Spare me the flattery. It's enough you thought I was worth saving. Warms the cockles of my heart.
Don't thank me until you know what we're up to.
Ha ha! I knew there was a reason you rescued me. What's your plan?
We'll keep quiet.
How are we doing, Devil? Do you have some kind of hideout? What about your people?
Hideout? Our old camp was a shithole.
Don't insult our home from home.
Shush! We can stay here.
Here? For all to see?
This here hole is far from town, and has such a bad reputation that decent people are afraid to come here. As long as you're paying, old Treadlight will serve you wholeheartedly. This place has everything we need, and people who come here can be recruited for some dirty work.
And there are no fleas in the beds.
Furthermore, it's called the Devil's Den, and I like that.
All right, have it your way. Henry, go to the innkeeper and arrange our stay here. But back to the point, Devil. What about your people?
My people? Kubienka isn't enough for you.
No, he isn't.
That's too bad. Oh, they fucked off somewhere. They didn't send any messages to my jail cell.
We'll have to do something about that. But first, you should go and see Catherine. See if she's settled in and if she's all right. She said she'd try to find work at the Hangman's Halter Tavern.
Aren't you coming?
You're not coming with me?
Does that bother you? What, you're not afraid of her, are you?
Someone might recognize me. And if they saw us together...
All right. What will you be doing?
I don't know about these two, but I'll be having a rest. I'm not going to sit on a horse for a while anyway.
But we don't have time for that. We need more people. The three of us could just about make an infamous cabbage-stealing band. The best thing would be to recruit from your old comrades.
Forget it. It hurts like you shot off one of my arse cheeks. I can barely stand.
At least tell me what happened to your infamous Devil's Pack. Where can we find them?
Yeah, I'd like to know that too. Where are they, Kubienka? Why didn't you lot free me from jail?
You gather a band of criminals and then you are surprised they cannot be trusted?
So, nobody's left?
Some might return now that the devil is back.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere.
Or will you find them? They could be anywhere.
We'll have to search for them. Will you help us, Henry?
I can do that.
I reckon I don't have a choice, do I?
I like that boy already. No pointless questions, just straight to the task.
At least tell him where to find the bastards.
I'd love to. But I don't even know who survived that fuck-up.
Not many of us are left. Janos and Adder were the first to run. I reckon they are gorging themselves somewhere. If they have any coin.
What about Bohuta and his brother? They've always been reliable.
Slavik died, Bohuta took it badly. He's not coming back.
Fuck. Henry may be able to convince him.
I doubt it, but he can try.
Do we have anyone else?
Well, there's Matthew and Roniak. But who knows where they ended up.
And that's all.
We could also try those rebellious farmers who are fighting against Sigismund around here.
I don't want any dirty peasants. I want my old pack.
In that case, there is no one else left.
Tell me more about them.
Well, you've only given me their names, but I need to know a bit more than that. I don't even know where to start.
Come and see me before you head out. I knew them pretty well, so maybe we can work something out together.
Alright. I'll start by finding Liechtenstein.
I'll visit the town first. If Catherine's waiting for me there, I'll have to hurry. The sooner we find Liechtenstein, the sooner we can free Capon.
What is it with this bird? What kind of stupid name is that anyway?
I'll tell you everything before Henry returns. Henry, you should hurry up and come right back here once you're done. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. So we've done Speak with the Devil. Now I noticed that the quest is different here. What does this mean? It means we have two main quests, I guess, right? Because this one's green and this one's not, but it's got red in it, so you know it's still the main quest. Alright, so I think this is now where we've been given access to the world. This is now where we can go wherever we want. Because Catherine is in Kuttenberg, right? Yeah. So this is definitely where we now have access to the world. My god. We're also told to go to the innkeeper. Let me just speak to him first before we go anywhere else.
Will you be spending the night?
Seems that way. Do you have a room for us? At least for a few days.
But of course. We have 2 free rooms just upstairs. I'll have them cleaned up.
Don't even bother cleaning them, innkeeper.
Treadlight. The name's Treadlight.
What's new around here, Treadlight?
What's new around here, innkeeper?
There's talk that young Bruttons form a fight club in Horsham. Maybe they'll let you into their circle. I heard there's a haunting in Old Kutner. There was a great tragedy one time in the mine near there. It's abandoned now. The ground collapsed, and a pit to hell opened up there. And then Smolka came by. She's the one who runs the bathhouse across the street. She said a fella came in, all restless and fidgety, saying he wanted a girl. That he wanted to take her somewhere else, and Smolka wouldn't have it. But when he offered to pay double, she agreed. You know how it is. These days, every groschen counts.
Was he a fucking pig?
If only that.
What did he do?
So what did he do?
The girl came running in all beaten up. Smolka couldn't get her to talk about what happened, but it wasn't pretty. I went to see her. The girl was all blue with bruises, her knees blooded. Not a pretty sight.
Who was he?
Who was this fella?
The way Smolka described him to me, he must have come with Sigismund's army. Probably a deserter. I've seen a few of those around here.
Have you any idea where I could find him?
Rumour has it he's been sleeping in a shepherd's abandoned dugout, just outside the forest nearby.
Alright, I'll take care of him.
I'll take care of him.
I'm glad to hear it. And don't spare him. A lot of scum is coming here, but enough is enough. When you're done with him, go to see Smolka at the bathhouse. She'll be glad to have one less thing to worry about. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
Alright.
I'll have a look at the wares.
See what he's got. Oh, he's got a robber baron's Akaton. We saw an Akaton on the previous one as well, and I don't think we've like on the things we were looting, but I don't think we've actually seen these before now. Interesting. I mean, they're fine for visibility and things. Does that mean our visibility of our current stuff? Oh no, it's saying if we wore that, our visibility would suddenly drop. Okay, I understand. Compared to what we're currently wearing. Could also buy these ones that have low visibility as well. Those would be good for our other outfit, actually. Ooh, save your snaps. We can save again. I mean, we already have one, but now we have lots. Oh, wonderful. Right, and we'll buy... Wait, how many lockpicks do I have? I'm assuming I can... Oh, we can sell all sorts of things to this guy, huh? Just want to see lockpicks. Where are we? I remember what section they're in. That would really help. Oh, there we go. We have 20. We don't need any more. Okay. So, next thing's next. And next thing next. We have to sell some things to him to make up for all the things we're buying. I'll sell him this linen that we picked up. The salt. Anything else we should sell him? You can have the spade. We're not selling an awful lot right now. Right, up here. Could sell these letters. Not that they really matter too much. They don't sell for that much either. Let's sell you these other clothes that we picked up. Yeah. Oh, and we'll put the Hungarian saddle on our horse. Yeah. Let's close the deal here.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
Right, horse. I need to give you this Hungarian saddle. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Okay, there we go. Move to horse. Is it any better? It is comparatively better. Oh, but the capacity is lower? The capacity is the same. Wait, yeah, it says the capacity is going to lower no matter what. Rag Saddle has less, but the Hungarian is the exact same. In fact, it's the same in every way. Alright, in which case, who cares? That's alright. Wonderful. Oh, hey, Mutt. Mutt.
Here, Mutt.
I don't have any food for you. But what I can do is... Oh, wait, he's gone away. Praise?
You're my doggy, eh?
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, with this, I think I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Good boy.